Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you a game between Miguel Hurtado and Sergei Rublevsky. This is a game from Spanish Team Championship, played in Lugo in 2006. And where is Lugo? Everybody knows. Lugo is a city in Lugo is a city in Spain. Miguel Hurtado had white pieces and he started with d4. Sergei Rublevsky played d5, c4, Queen's Gambit, c6, Slav Defense, knight to f3, knight to f6, queen to c2, d takes on c4, white to move. First move that comes to mind is queen takes pawn on c4. Do you agree? Hurtado played e4. What variation is this? Well, we can call it twin brother of Gambit. White is tempting black to defend the pawn. And Rublevsky accepted the challenge. b5, b3, c takes on b3, a takes on b3, e6, bishop to d2. What is the purpose of this move? If, for example, black plays bishop to b7, then bishop comes to a5, attacking the queen, queen to c8, bishop to d3, and black's position is difficult to play. So, Rublevsky played a5, preventing bishop to a5, bishop to d3, bishop to b7, Hurtado castled kingside. Who is better, white or black? Black is a pawn up, but white has a good compensation for a sacrificed pawn. Better development, safer king, strong center, pressure on c-file, threat e5, and bishop takes on h7. All that for a pawn. Knight from b to d7, knight to c3, bishop to b4, e5, bishop takes on c3. When you have less space, exchange pieces. Bishop takes bishop, knight to d5, white to move. Now this is a very interesting move. Knight to d2, intending knight to e4, knight to d6, totally paralyzing black's position. Well, about bishop takes on h7. It doesn't work because of knight takes bishop. And after queen takes, rook takes bishop on h7. Okay, let's go back to our game. Knight to d2. Knight takes bishop on c3. Queen takes knight. Rublevsky castled kingside. Knight to e4. Black to move. This is a very interesting moment of the game. Should black continue? Rublevsky played the best move. He played c5, giving that extra pawn back in order to free his game. Knight takes on c5, knight takes knight, pawn takes knight. Material is equal, but black has more freedom. Queen to d5, exercising his freedom. This is nothing serious. Just queen takes on g2, checkmate. f3, b4, queen to c2, threatening bishop takes on h7. How would you continue if you had black pieces? I guess g6 comes to mind. Do you agree? Rublevsky played one very clever move. Rook from f to c8, setting a little trap. Rook from a to c1. What was the trap? If bishop takes on h7, king to f8, now defending the pawn on c5, trapping the bishop, bishop takes on g6, pawn takes bishop, and one line goes like this. Queen takes on g6, queen takes on e5, rook from f to e1, queen to d4 check, king to h1, bishop to d5, queen to h6 check, king to f7, queen to h5, king to g8. It's very difficult for white to play this game now. Okay, let's go back to our game. In the game we have rook from a to c1, and now g6, bishop to e4, attacking the queen, x-raying the bishop on b7. Problem solved by Zwischenzug. Queen to d4 check, queen to f2, queen takes queen, king takes queen, bishop takes bishop, pawn takes bishop. Black to move. What is the best move for black in this position? Please pause the video and find the best move for black in this beautiful endgame. What did you find? Rublevsky played a4, creating a passed pawn. Very dangerous passed pawn. Pawn takes pawn on a4. Rook takes on a4. King to e3. Rook to a2. Rook from f to d1. Black to move. How would you continue? Rook takes on g2 was played. b3 was a good alternative move. We have rook takes on g2. White move. Hurtado was thinking very hard in this position, considering few variations. He played rook to d4. What else did he consider? Let's have a look. He considered rook to d2. And one line goes like this. Rook takes rook, king takes rook, king to f8, king to d3, b3, king to c4, b2, attacking the rook, rook to b1, rook to b8, defending, c6, king to e7, c7, rook to c8, rook takes on b2, rook takes on c7, king to d4, rook to c1. And this is extremely difficult to play for white. Okay. What else? He also considered c6. This looks very, very interesting. Let's have a look what happens if c6 is played. Then b3, c7, intending rook to d8. This looks like winning. b2, rook to d8 check. What would you do now? Please pause and find the best move for black. What is the best move? The best move is king to g7. And one line goes like this. Rook to b1. Rook takes on c7. Rook to b8. Rook from c to c2. Winning for black. So Hurtado chose rook to d4, attacking the pawn on b4, and then pushing c pawn and playing rook to b8, if he has enough time. b3, rook to b4, intending obviously rook takes pawn on b3, rook takes on h2, and now c6. Why not rook takes pawn? Can you see why? What's wrong with rook takes pawn? If rook takes pawn on b3, then rook to h3 check, winning the rook. So we have c6. The pawn is coming to c7 and the rook is coming to b8. How would you continue? Rublevsky played g5, king to d4, rook to c2, rook takes rook, pawn takes rook, rook to c4, attacking and defending, king to g7, king to c5, h5, king to d6, g4, king to d7. It looks like that black is in trouble. Is he? Rook takes pawn on c6, rook takes rook, g3, rook takes on c2, h4, king to e7, king to g6, rook to c8. Well, rook to g2 doesn't work. One line goes like this. King to g5, king takes on f7, king to g4, king takes on e6, h3, attacking the rook, rook to a2, h2, rook to a1, g2, king to d7, pawn is pushed, promoted to queen, rook takes queen, pawn takes rook, queen, e6, queen to d4 check, winning for black. So Hurtado played rook to c8, king to g5, king takes on f7, intending king takes pawn and pushing pawn, promoting it to queen. h3, king takes on e6, h2, rook to h8, g2, rook takes pawn on h2, pawn is pushed, promoted to queen, rook to h8, queen to b6 check, king to d5, queen to b5 check, king to d6, queen to d3 check, king to e7, queen takes pawn on e4, e6, black to move. Black played a move and white resigned. What is the move? Queen to b4. White resigned. One line goes like this. King to f7. Queen to f4 check. If king goes to g8, then king to g6 is winning. And if king goes to e8, then queen to b8 check, king to d7, queen takes rook, e7, queen to g7 pinning the pawn, king to d8, queen to d4 check, king to c8. If king goes in front of the pawn, then black king gets closer. So king to c8, queen to e4, threatening to capture the pawn, king to d8, check. If king goes in front of the pawn, then king to f6, king to f8, queen to f7, checkmate. And I guess we can stop here. What do you think of this game? How many moves did you guess? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.